Yo, what's up, guys? This is your man, OA4, coming to you at the shooting range, my shooting range in the back. So, first of all, I know a lot of you are stuck in the house. You can't play paintball, and that's because of COVID-19. So you're in quarantine. So am I. And because of that, we got to figure out, creative ways of getting it in. But before I do, I want to give a big thank you to every first responder, every medical professional that's out there battling this virus to help make the world safe. I also want to give a big thanks to everybody that's in the community, that's at the grocery stores, at the banks, at the hardware stores, to make sure that we have the things that we need while we're on quarantine to get things going. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into season 2 of OA4 Tactical Paintball. Let's figure out what the hell I've been doing. I've been on, what is this? Quarantine hiatus. All right, guys, welcome back to season 2 of OA4 Paintball. While we're all stuck inside, we need to figure out something to do. So I'm about to start talking about nothing but gear. I'm gonna break it all down, everything. So the next couple of episodes will be about the gear that I use, some of the training that I go through, and why am I doing all of this? I don't know yet. I'm out of my mind. All right, so let's get into the gear and let's break it down. All right, so this is my first baby. This is the first one that got me back into paintball. Now, keep in mind, all of my paintball gear is geared towards tactical paintball. And one of my favorites is the Tippmann Project Salvo. And with the Project Salvo, I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous. But the drawbacks to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weapon is that, guess what? It's not mag fed at all. So the magazine that you have in here is for tools that you can put in, and it's also for show. But with the extra long barrel, it's very accurate, very reliable, and it's hopper fed. So because of that, I have an electronic hopper. Well, I'm not gonna be able to put it on there now, but I have an electronic hopper that goes right on the top. Now, it increases my profile when I'm out shooting, and if you notice, when you're out, it's a longer barrel, so when you're playing against those individuals that are playing with speedball guns, you're gonna be a little outmatched. Once again, this is also a semi-automatic, so one shot, one time, so you have to be deadly accurate. I know you can see right behind me the targets. I work really hard to make sure that every one of my shots count. But with the collapsible stock that folds in or can be extended, makes it a very comfortable shooting platform. No matter how tall, how short your arms are, doesn't really matter. All right, my second baby, also a Tippmann TMC. Now this bad boy is semi-automatic as well, but here's the catcher with this one. It's mag fed. Now you can go interchangeable between mag fed and hopper. There's a little component right here that pops off, and you can put in your hopper attachment and you're good to go. Or you can do like I do. You could use a magazine coupler, and if you notice, it's also smaller, more compact than your Project Salvo. Magazines can easily drop with your magazine coupler. Now, this is something I learned from somebody who is an avid shooter. He drops his mags and staggers them behind each other, so it makes it easier to load, and also makes it easier when it comes to getting to his weapon, allowing the shells to eject. I don't know, it just works better for me when I need to refill these things. If you notice, there's a little lever right there that you need to twist before you can put your paintballs in. And because of that, it's a little bit more difficult when they're even. But if you really want to get fancy and you want to go high capacity, I recommend the MCS mag-fed box. This beauty is electronically fed, and it can hold, I think it's about 130 paintballs. I don't know. I don't really shoot that much because I'm more of a front player. I'm not really trying to waste all of my ammo. But the drawback on the TMC, if you notice, the trigger clearance is very shallow. So you got to kind of work your finger around. Once you put your finger in there, your finger is locked into the trigger. You're good to go. But the box doesn't leave a lot of room. But once you have it loaded up, you're good to go. I'm right-handed, so those of you that are left-handed, you know, it might work a little bit better for you. And if you have a remote line, which I also have a remote line, you can hook it up to your back. It's easy to move. All right. All right. Here's my third baby. Now, it seems like all of them are my babies, but all of them are. This is a Mil-Sig M17. Fully automatic, compressed body with the stock that goes right into the gun. So if you notice, the stock drops right in, so you have your air right here, and you don't have to worry about running a line. You don't have to worry about it being at the bottom of your gun. It's easy to balance, and it's very, very, very lightweight. And what the beauty of it is, you can turn this bad boy onto full auto. When you combine that with a mag box, you create a deadly combination. Now, the thing about the mag box, it's a great investment. When you buy it, it's from MCS, that's Modern Combat Sports. When you buy a mag box, you can have a part that is interchangeable. You take off the part and it can fit in most mag-fed guns. They have made it super easy. So you spend a good amount of money for the mag box itself, but then you buy the components and you can switch it between multiple mag-fed weapons that you already have. So if one goes down while you're playing, boom, you can pick up another one. Last but not least is one of my other favorites. This is the Tippmann Tip-X, T-I-P-X. Mag-fed, hand-held pistol. Takes a magazine. Now it comes standard with a 7-round magazine that drops in really easy. Now, it's not a small gun. It looks kind of like a RoboCop gun, but it is deadly accurate. And the beauty of this right here, you can change out the barrels. So I have a short barrel. I also have a long barrel, which makes it even more accurate. Now, I run with just cartridges. So you take a CO2 cartridge, fits right in here, like that one that I've already spent, and you're able to get out on the field. You have about, I think it's about 21 rounds before you run out of air in your cartridge. A lot of people hook up a remote line that goes right in the back. And when you hook up your remote line, you have unlimited air, as much air as your tank has, put it on your back, and you're able to get out there. Now, my next thing that I'm about to get is, I think they're called Zeta Mags, and it's a magazine that has 10 rounds on each side. You're able to flip it up and put it back in, keep it moving. I also know that I've heard about a mag-fed box for your Tip-X, which is able to give you around 50 or 60 rounds. So when you're playing out there, it's amazing because you're able to get around and move without anybody knowing. You don't have a large profile, but you have the deadly accuracy of a Tippmann and the reliability of a Tippmann. If you notice, I like Tippmann a lot. All right, so if you've watched any of my videos, if you haven't, you should probably subscribe now and go back and watch every one of my other videos. You know, I'm big on sneaking up, playing frontline, and also kind of doing the weird thing like stabbing people with a plastic knife. I have my Bowie knife right here that I put on my vest, and now I'm able to barrel tag people with my knife even when I run out of paint. So if you allow me to get close enough, don't worry, I'll be there and I will definitely get a knife kill on you. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into another little bit of gear. And don't worry, I have plenty more gear for the next episodes as well. So we have two masks. Both of them are V-Force masks. Now this one, I normally play when I don't have my tactical helmet on. If you notice, it's wavy at the top. And I've gotten shot in the head while wearing a tactical helmet with this because it creates a beautiful opening right here to shoot you right in the forehead. I've been shot in the forehead way too many times, which is one of the reasons I wear my tactical helmet, and so I can put my GoPros on it. But these are beautiful masks. If you notice, they're good price. I think it's about $50 or $60. They have a great range of view, The lenses are amazing, and yes, I know, don't judge me. I have to get a new lens. I have to get my reflective lens so I can look badass. This is my other V-Force. Low profile head, fits great with a helmet or with your hat or with your headgear that you're using your GoPro cam on. Doesn't matter. It's easy to put on, easy to clean, easy to take care of. The only thing that you have to worry about with these masks is the, what is this called? What is it called? Foam. The foam, after using it and washing it quite a few times, starts to disconnect. But there's a trick to that. Don't use permanent glue. Don't use anything like that. Go get a hot glue gun with a hot glue stick and then line it on the inside, and I promise you it will work perfectly. Actually, my man Tyler told me about it. I didn't believe him until I put it on there, and it has increased the life of my goggles more than you would ever know. So I'm appreciative for that. And it's easy to maintain, but they look so damn good. Now, I don't know about breathing, because a lot of people talk about different masks and how they're able to let you breathe or not breathe. But me, I think all paintball masks, you need to kind of get used to your breathing. And once you do that, you're able to channel the way your anxiety of wearing a mask and having the air. I will say that the ventilation in these masks are pretty good. I was out playing paintball, and I think it was 100 degrees that day. When my mask should have been fogging up, it wasn't. I don't know what to say. You know, maybe I stay cool under pressure. Nah, it was the mask. All right, let's get into a little bit of secondary gear. And some of the secondary gear that I want to talk about is GoPro. So this little joker right here, I just got, and I'm gonna put it on my gun so that you can see some of the footage directly from my gun. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, either reverse or forward. I haven't decided yet. So if you want to comment on that, go ahead, shoot your comment, because I'm not going to be going to a paintball field for a while with the social distancing and viruses spreading all over the place. Side note, I think paintballers are prepared for, like, you know, the pandemic. If we had to run around with masks on all day, we could definitely do it, because we have no problem wearing a full face mask no matter how hot or cold it is outside. So I think we're pretty prepared. What do you think? So anyway, this is my GoPro. This is a GoPro Hero Session. And with the Hero Session, it's a cool little camera, not really stable footage, but it's pretty clear. So I'm gonna do a few tests, see how it works, and you tell me what you think. Secondary equipment. This is a walkie-talkie. Nothing special. Something I picked up on Amazon, but it's definitely great for your team, especially if you're playing some type of scenario or a big game. It's always easier to call out to some of your teammates so that you can figure out who's getting the objective. Not everyone needs to have a walkie-talkie, and sometimes, you know, it's just a cool aspect of it. Hook it onto your tactical gear, and you're able to run out there communicating with your teammates. So, you know, if you've never been on a paintball field, you won't know how hard it is to communicate with somebody else. You're yelling and they're not even hearing you. So walkie-talkies, good idea. You should probably also get the headpiece that goes in it, because it's so much easier than giving away your position with a, where are you at? You get what I'm saying? All right, last but not least, this is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful toy my wife got me for my birthday. This is a GoPro Hero 7 Silver. When I tell you that the footage on this camera is amazing, it is absolutely, unbelievably, undoubtedly freaking fantastic. Now, you may ask, what happened to my other GoPro? It was a GoPro Hero Plus or something like that. But the last time I played paintball, I mean, it disintegrated. Everything on it disintegrated on it. There were no clips at the bottom. There was nothing except for the case. So me, being a genius, I decided that I was going to go ahead and fix it myself. Oh, epic failure. Now it's sitting in a Ziploc bag with all the pieces scattered out. But, you know, leave it to an awesome woman that knows a paintballer. She automatically realized what I needed and ordered one. And for my birthday, she surprised me with it. I'm going to get you some footage from this, and I'm telling you, this camera is amazing. I can't wait to get to the field and actually get on the field and just try it out. I mean, You can see I'm losing my words right now because I'm stuck inside and haven't been able to play paintball. Sheesh. Anyway, so there you have it. That's a little bit of my gear. And I'm going to go over the other parts of my gear later on, and then you'll get an idea of what it is, how it is, where it's at, and how to use it. I think I said that right. So that's my gear. So what I'm going to do later on is we're going to start testing some of this gear. Now with my larger paintball guns, I don't really have any air right now, and there's not a lot of parts that are open to fill my tanks. But I will show you some drills that you can do to make yourself a better paintballer. And we'll talk more about why I'm doing this. This is your man, OA4. Stay safe, keep your social distancing, and remember, practice your paintball. I'll check you the next episode. We're going to talk about some of the tactical gear I have. Ooh, I like tactical gear. Yes.